Welcome to Cooking with Andrea. Today I'm going to be making potato soup. It is cold outside. It is blowing like crazy. Super duper windy. Thank God we did not get any snow here, but on our surrounding mountains we got snow because our vegetables are growing like crazy. You know, our currants, our grapes are budding, our blueberries, strawberries. I was just afraid we were going to lose everything, and you know, we've got all sorts of zucchini and tomatoes and stuff like that planted, so I was just worried. But we're going to celebrate the cool day with making some nice warm potato soup. And hopefully our weather is past us and I can deal with the wind. At least it's just cold and not killing my vegetables. But anyways, we're going to start with our bacon. This is going to be a garnish for our soup. I'm going to go ahead and put some pepper, extra pepper, or on my bacon, because when I go ahead and put it in the oven, I want it to just have so much flavor, because after it's all cooked, we're going to crunch it up and we're going to top it on top of our beautiful soup. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, not too much. I'm using Kirkland's bacon. It's a good price right now. You get four. I believe 4 comes in a pack for $17. It's a little bit more expensive than it was 2.5 months ago. It was $14.99 or something like that. So it's gone up a couple of dollars. We're going to pop this in the oven real fast at 400 degrees. It's been preheating for about 30 minutes on 400. So the reason we cook it so high is because I'm going to watch it. Normally when I cook bacon in the oven, I only put it at 350, but I'll watch it real carefully. So I have 4.5 cups of russet potatoes. I wanted to do them and not waste time for you guys, because everybody knows how to cube a potato. So, oops, this one, oh, it's broke. I thought, oh man, I didn't cut that one. It's cut. But they're all nice and cubed. They're about the same. They're all pretty much the same size. I cheated. I used my nice $10 little French fry cutter from Walmart, and I put them all through, and then I just chop them in 3s or 4s, depending on how big the potato is. So that's kind of a cool little trick right there. So I have these soaking. When the bacon is done, and I get the vegetables pureed, I'll have all the seasonings out, and then we'll come back and we'll start cooking the soup together. But I wanted to explain what I have here. So I've got 4.5 cups of the russets. I have 2 celery stalks. I have them just soaking for a few seconds just to clean them a little bit more. These ones, I tried just, cleaning them, and they didn't come clean all the way, so I'm just letting them clean a little bit more. So basically, I'm going to cheat, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and throw the 2 stalks of celery, the little 1 cup of carrots, and 4 garlic cloves, and half an onion. I'm going to just fine chop it a little bit more, but not very much, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the food processor, and I'm just going to puree everything pretty much. And then so when we come back, I'll have the pureed vegetable right there so that we could go ahead and heat, and I'll have the rest of the directions. I'm going to put this back in the refrigerator, but this is going to be the sharp cheddar cheese for the topping, and I'll cut some green onions and have everything ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the bacon cooked, veggies chopped, and we'll be back. Welcome back. Okay, beautiful bacon is cooked. Now we're going to go ahead and start the process of making our soup. We're going to go ahead and boil our potatoes. Remember, we have 4.5 cups of beautiful cube potatoes, and they're russets. I'm going to put them right in. Have the heat on high right now, and we're just going to let those cook. I'm going to give them a stir. Excellent. I'm going to give them a little bit more water. Didn't want to overfill my pan. So we're going to just give a little bit more water. Okay, I've got my other burner on. Okay, so we have 4 cups of chicken stock here. We have 1 cup of heavy cream. We have a 1/3 cup of flour, which at the point in time, I'm going to put in here, and we're going to mix this around. And then that's how we're going to build our soup base. Right now, I have our whole cup of carrot, garlic, onion, and celery. I'm going to go ahead and put some butter in. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of butter. Let me do that first. Let me put 2 tablespoons of butter. That's what I'm going to use for my veg. Then I have 1 bay leaf. Right in here, 1 bay leaf. And I have 1 teaspoon of celery salt and 1 teaspoon, or half, I'm sorry, these are half teaspoons of celery salt and thyme. And then what I'll do is add pepper. But my salt base is going to be my celery salt, because I do like my celery salt. Has a good taste, but then yet adds a little bit more herby flavor. Okay. You know what? I think I'm actually going to pull out my induction pot for you guys as soon as I get this, so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. You know what? Yeah, I'll go ahead and get my veg in, and what I'll do is when I go to assemble the soup, I'll show you. So we'll go ahead and do the veg like this. This is nothing really big deal important, but I would like actually you guys to be able to see. So I got this on medium, and I got some butter in there. We're gonna get this all sauteed down. You know, I puree mine because I like the way it gives the soup a taste. I like the depth that when you puree the onion and the garlic and the celery and the carrot, I just love the taste it gives. Sometimes my soup can be a little bit brighter than other people's soup, but I love the depth. Plus, I can't tell a lie either. You know, I don't like the texture of the onion. I don't mind the carrot and the celery, but in potato soup that I eat, I never have a chunk. The only chunk in potato soup, honestly, is the actual potato. That's how my mom used to do it, and that's how Campbell's soup does it. I've seen other people, and I'm not knocking it. As long as you puree the onions for me, I'll eat your soup all day long. So I'm good there, but I actually like the depth that you get from the actual pureeing. So we're gonna let this cook. And then, you know what I'm gonna do? We're boiling the potatoes right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get my New Wave induction cook stovetop, and I'm gonna set it up so I can be more in front of the camera and not have to go like this. Oh, look, it looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and get that set up while these are sauteing right now. We'll be right back. Okay, we have our nice induction stovetop here so that I could let you see in the pan better. You know, I'm sorry about that, guys. I wasn't thinking about it. I was like, just put it over there. But I wanted you to be able to see. My hubby, he's the smart one when it comes to things like this. You know, he knows everything. So what I'm doing is I'm just letting that saute a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to get... I had to move everything over though, move it back this way so that you guys will be able to see. So I got my heavy cream here. I've got my 4 cups of chicken stock. Got my seasoning. And I've got my flour. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my flour in my actual broth. And I'm just going to mix it around because that's going to thicken my soup. But I don't want anything to burn in my pan, so I better pay attention to this. So, looks good. And I need to drop my heat. That's a little too hot. Okay. Okay, pay attention. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is shut mine off. Mine is ready. Everything looks fantastic. And we had it cooking for a minute when we were off camera so we could get everything set up. Okay, I'm just going to touch the veg. Okay, good. Mine doesn't need that much to cook because I puree it. But like I say, man, pureeing your garlic, your celery, your onion, carrots gives it such a flavor, I tell you. So what I'm going to do is just keep mixing. And all I'm doing here is mixing the flour and the chicken stock. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in with my veg and my seasonings. And we'll be good to go. Potatoes are doing good. Okay. Just going to go ahead and give my potatoes a stir. They're trying to boil. My potatoes will not take very long because they're really small in size. Okay, I'm going to turn it back on. And I'm going to drop my heat to 390 though. And it's going to come up real fast. Yep, you hear the sizzle already? I'm going to add my chicken stock and my flour. That's the base of the soup. Okay. And I'm going to put my seasoning in. Remember, half teaspoon of celery salt, half teaspoon of thyme. I'm going to give it a mix. Got to get all these bits on the side. Looks fantastic. Smells fantastic already. And it hasn't even had a chance to do its thing. Now remember, this is Andrea's potato soup. This is nobody fancy. I know my family likes this. And these are the herbs we like. And that's one thing I love about watching everybody on YouTube. And because all of us are different, which is nice. It makes meals much better. Sometimes I get a little, just one little seasoning different than somebody else does, you know, and I watch them and they have a different seasoning. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to try that. And it turns out to be absolutely delicious. So remember, this is Andrea's recipe. But it's pretty darn good if you ask me, and the family eats it. I get tired of eating the same old thing. But sometimes you can make something different by watching somebody else and they add one little thing to it. So here's our potato soup. You see mine's just a little bit off in color for two reasons. Mine has carrots that are pureed versus they're just put in the bowl. But when I make potato soups, and now that I make soups, I try to start everything off with the fresh celery, fresh carrot, and fresh onion. Because I feel my soup base now is better. And it's a little bit more, it's better for me. So I'm trying different things, but I eat the way I'm eating is because I'm getting older and I want to eat more vegetables. And now that I grow my own gardens and I have greenhouses, I want to try and eat more from clean, from scratch. So that's why I kind of do it this way. So mine might be off just a little bit, but I'm going to throw my bay leaf in here. And I'm going to put my heavy cream. And then I'm just going to drop my heat and just let this simmer a little bit. I just want this to simmer until my potatoes are done. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put our potatoes in there. And it's going to be absolutely delicious. And as soon as those potatoes are done, I'll come back on so you don't have to sit here and wait for my soup to be done. Well, as soon as potatoes are done, we'll come back. Welcome back. Okay, we just got the potatoes from boil. They're perfect. They got a little bit of a bite to them. It's funny, as much as I love potatoes, I can't eat a raw potato. I do not like raw potatoes. Oh my gosh, my mom used to eat them all the time when we were cooking them raw, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna try it since I love a potato. But goodness gracious, I don't like a potato that much. Okay, I took the bay leaf out, so I'm good there. I'm gonna put 2 more tablespoons of butter. Even though my sauce looks luxurious, it looks so luscious. You know, it's Creamy looking. It's not too thick, but it's not too thin either. So I'm just going to put that in there. Turn my heat up a little bit so it would let it melt. Now what I'm going to do is gently put my potatoes in, not all. I'd rather have too many potatoes than not enough potatoes. We're going to mix them to see. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix them with this. Oh, no, it looks beautiful. Okay, we need more potatoes because it is potato soup. I've already tried it. It tastes amazing. It tastes good. And I have more potatoes over there in case I need more because I did 4.5 cups worth. But you know, I don't want to overload the soup. I can always add more. You could increase this basically to, you know, double the recipe and it would make much more. But this is going to make a lot. So what I'm going to do is, but I've had my soup base cooking since I put the potatoes on. I'm just going to turn it up just a minute more, get everything nice and incorporated, and let it sit for a minute. But I'm going to turn the heat up because I want you guys just to see. Oh, it looks perfect this way. I did go ahead and chop some bacon up. I've got my bowl. Okay, I'm just going to let this stir for a second. Okay. First of all, I want to thank everybody, too, for subscribing. I got a subscriber just a couple of hours ago. I'm so grateful. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all more than you know. Wanted to let you know we're going to be gone next week. We're going to be gone the middle of this week to Sunday next week. So we may not put out a video next week. We may not. The reason we're going away is my mother passed away a couple months ago. You know, it's a very hard time right now because it's going to be Mother's Day. So it's going to be my first Mother's Day without my mom. My sweet mom. So my husband and my son, we're just going to go RVing and have a good time and just sit there and kind of just honor my mom since this just happened. So we probably will not make a video next week, but we'll be back the following week. But we're gonna try and pick up a few goodies when we're out and about in our RV and stuff, so we can bring them back and share them with you guys. But I really want to thank you all for your support. I appreciate you all very, very much. I thank you. And now we're going to get down to testing some soup, you know, and we're going to take it off. We're going to push this over. Ta-da! We got the good bacon, the cheese, and the green onions. Here we go, like that. Yum. Okay, so we're going to try. Already got the ladle out. And, you know, I always turn my bowls this way because my bowls have say something. I like bowls and plates that have saying words in them, sayings, you know, or what they are. So I always turn it that way so nobody sees my weird bowls. But that's why I turn my bowl that way. Okay. Looks absolutely beautiful. Okay, so to me the consistency is good. If you want it thicker, I'll tell you a good secret. If you want it thicker, or if you needed more potatoes, or somebody else was going to show up for dinner and you didn't think you had enough, you could add just a little bit of chicken broth to that, add some extra potato. But if I'm afraid that my soup is not thick enough, all I do is I kind of mash my potatoes. Let me see where my masher is. Oh, I don't know where my masher is. It's supposed to be right there. But all you would do is take and mash your potatoes, basically like that, rough mash, and dump them in, and it would make your soup thicker. You don't always have to use just flour and stuff like that. But don't make a mess like I just did, good Lord. Okay, so I want to just see how the consistency is. See the consistency? Like I told you, mine has little flakes in it because I puree my vegetables. Absolutely excellent. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of cheese. And this is Andrea's potato soup. You know, Andrea's out there some days. Oh, I don't know why I'm dallying with the bacon. You know I want a little bit more than that. Let's take a try. Mmm. Hot. Mmm. Absolutely delicious in my opinion, and I'm picky. I'm gonna add just a little bit of pepper, and that's it to my dish. I can taste the thyme, I can taste the onion, I can taste the celery, I can taste the carrot. It has a little sweet hint, so that sweet hint is my carrot. It is absolutely delicious. So I encourage you to try my potato soup recipe. Once again, if you like the content, if you please like, share, and subscribe. And like I said, I just got a new subscriber a couple hours ago. I am super grateful. I'm thankful. I hope all you moms have a beautiful Mother's Day. God bless you all. God bless our America. And have just a wonderful rest of your day. And thanks for coming in and cooking with me, Andrea.